Gary, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Thursday. How you
Yes, it
feeling?
is.
How you feel?
Like an Alabama redneck. No, I feel good.
Well, the rest of you is pretty white. Yeah, but you don't blend in with the wall behind you, so that's good. Yesterday we talked about places where you had actually kind of witnessed the presence or the blessing of Jesus. But one of the things I didn't ask you was, this is your first mission trip.
Yes.
What do you think of it so far? I mean, I know that's a tremendously open question. So go.
Well, closest I've been to a mission trip is, military deployments. Afghanistan in particular. And what strikes me, I guess, is, in Matthew 7, it talks about building your house. The wise man builds his house upon the rock. The foolish man builds his house upon the sand. And for the most part, doing any endeavor like this without Jesus as a foundation is going to be building something nice on sand. It'll look good for a while, it might last a while. But the stuff we're doing here this week, even though it's just manual labor for the most part, is contributing to the kingdom. And, that's definitely built on the rock. It'll last. And, on the surface, maybe looking at a place like New Orleans, my first time here really, you can just easily, pass it off as no hope, God forsaken, don't want to waste your time there because it's just too far gone. And if you really allow yourself to get in the middle of it, and especially see others who have been here many, many years or all of their life, God can really change a place like this from the inside out, and it is happening here, and so that's neat to see.
Cool. Yesterday we went to the lower Ninth Ward. Describe a little bit about what you saw, what you thought, Tell us about the lower Ninth Ward.
What I saw most was potential. I never saw it before Katrina. Never even really saw a lot of images of it, in the aftermath of Katrina. But just knew it was bad. And there were signs of that still all over. Houses completely gone. Foundations were all that was left of the vast majority of the homes, empty, overgrown lots. But here and there, sprinkling up were families returning, either new homes being built or homes being rebuilt, if there were enough left of them. I spoke to one man in particular, one young man who had come back, rebuilding their life there, a Christian young man involved with the local church in the neighborhood, prayed with him, just seeing the potential of families moving back to that neighborhood, and the potential for those families to come back to something even better and stronger, just based on what the Lord can do in that area.
So this is your first mission trip. Obviously, we're coming back next year. At least I'm making that assumption. What is going to be different about you? What's changed about you since coming here?
I think I'm, in general, more optimistic about what can be done, or how people, myself included, can change for the better. Not just myself, but first I think I notice it in other people. Especially other people that are lived in poverty their whole life or not far above it, and just see how their life can change. And then you quickly realize, I still need a lot of change, and I can change too. I think I have.
What would you say to someone who hasn't thought about coming to New Orleans on one of these kinds of trips? How would you encourage them? What would you have to say to them to address either the fear of coming down here?
It's enjoyable. You see results, not only in what you do, but in just the stories of others who live here and minister here full time. The food is good. The showers are always hot. The beds are comfortable enough. You work hard, but you also have fun. You participate as an instrument in God's work and rebuilding a community and individual lives. And it's definitely worth coming here. And no skill or any skill is when I'm washing down church pews most of today, and learned how to do some fencing for the first time the other day. So,
And I
if
know,
I can do it, you can do it.
I know, Gary, that you've had a chance to work with the animal. What's that like?
It's extremely intimidating, actually. He's very gracious. He, tries to make you feel comfortable around him. And to some extent that works, but that just overall intimidation.
Just knowing the guns are there.
Just knowing the guns are there, you don't want to mess up. He doesn't. He walks softly, but just knowing those guns are there, just motivates you to do your best.
Yeah, he's been peeking around the corner every now and then. I think he wants us to get back to work.